This is the Select Board meeting of Tuesday, October 13th. Arnie Price is this year's award recipient from the Michael D. Sirocco Award. The Health Officers Association stated, Mr. Price exemplifies his dedication to the public health mission, his community, his job, and he sets an example to other staff and fellow public health colleagues, enthusiastic, loyal, and a leader in the field.
A shout out to the Girl Scouts. Last Thursday, I was able to help facilitate a workshop on diversity. It was a really good conversation. Thank you for inviting me to participate.
Our next item is a joint meeting with the school committee in connection with the establishment of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to consider increasing the DEI to 22 full members. Initially, we said that it would be a committee of 9 people. I would have a very hard time selecting 9 people to be on this committee. This is a committee that has a pretty big task in front of it, and I think that it may need subcommittees, and by having a committee of this many people enables it to do that.
So generally, I agree with you. So I just have a few comments. There are many who have limited availabilities. I get concerned about there being able to be a quorum. The group would be well served to talk about whether everybody wants to be a voting member, whether they want to be a part of the committee, but as a worker bee, if you will.
Like, I don't want the committee to get held up by figuring out logistics. Whatever we can do to help them, then that kind of helps them kind of, be on their way for the actual content work that they're interested in doing.
I think it is too big, and committees that are that large, that succeed, you tend to have a veteran at the helm. So I trust them to choose wisely when they pick a chair. That being said, our first effort at inclusion should not be exclusion, which would mean, cutting anybody out of this. I could not vote no on anybody.
It was really exciting to see all of the enthusiasm. I happen to know the 2 students, coincidentally. These are really responsible kids. I don't think they would have put their hat in this ring unless they knew they could make the time commitment.
I would prefer that the non-resident should not be a voting member.
I agree.
I disagree.
I think I disagree, in particular in this case.
If he had no connection to Westford, I would agree with you.
I'd like to move that we appoint to the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee the 22 full members.
Second.
Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye.
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 Select Board, is there a motion to appoint our liaison
Motion to appoint Anita.
Second.
Aye.
for yourself?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Motion to appoint Ming Chen as our liaison.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
To be aye?
I know it took us a while to get here and to get the group together, but it is really exciting that we're moving forward. Town meeting is this Saturday. If there is inclement weather, the Select Board and the town moderator are authorized to make a decision to postpone the meeting. If you remember last spring, you all delegated to me that authority so that we didn't have to call all of you at like 7:15 in the morning. I am wondering if you all want to do that again.
So moved.
Oh, yeah. Second big.
Aye.
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 Yes, for
Aye.
sure.
Aye. Article 6, the capital article, part of that was a request for $90,000 for a feasibility study for school administration.
Capital and FinCom feel that we should hold off till we figure out what we're doing with all these other buildings.
So-
Motion to reconsider the vote.
Second. Aye.
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 Yes.
Yes.
Motion to not recommend $90,000 for a school administration feasibility study.
Second. Aye.
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 Yes.
Yes. This was the article having to do with the memorandum of understanding between the town of Westford and WestfordCAT. The proponent of that has advised Jody that he's going to be moving to withdraw this. Given that, is there a motion to support the dismissal of this article?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Article 15 is to amend the town's general and zoning bylaws to reflect inclusive language amendments to the town charter. Our inclusionary language to our charter has still not been approved by the state legislature. It seems to be premature for us to again modifying our general bylaws and our zoning bylaws to include inclusionary language when we don't know what they're doing with the charter language.
Motion to recommend dismissal.
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
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 This amendment would clarify what we believe the intent has always been, that the minimum lot frontage requirement must be satisfied by frontage that is continuous.
I'll make a
Is there
motion to recommend.
Second.
Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye.
Article 17 is for lapse of special permit. Up until 2016, when someone got an approval, they had 2 years to make use of that approval. In 2016, the general laws were amended to allow for up to 3 years. We would like to amend our bylaws to be consistent with the general laws.
Any
Motion to
questions?
Motion to recommend. Second.
Yes.
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 Aye.
Aye.
This article proposes to amend our zoning bylaw to clarify area standards for accessory dwelling units. Those are more commonly known as in-law apartments. Wouldn't effectively change how it's being administered.
Is there a motion to recommend?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 Yes.
Yes.
We were before you in February to discuss the regulation of massage establishments in town. Planning board has decided to recommend this be dismissed and come back at a future town meeting. We just didn't get it to a place where we felt it was right for the town just yet.
Make a motion to recommend dismissal.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Article 20 is a proposal to amend the zoning bylaw to delete section 6.3. This section of our bylaw expired in 2009.
Motion to recommend.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Article 21 relates to short-term rentals, define what short-term rentals are, to regulate short-term rentals, and create an overlay district for the summer village. And then as an accessory use, it could be allowed in all the zoning districts with benefit of a special permit. And so the second article, which is related to this one, it would merely serve to define what short-term rentals are, and it would create the summer village overlay district, but it would not allow for regulating it anywhere else in town.
I'm not sure the people that we heard from were concerned about this. I don't know what this does to allay their fears.
If we make no amendment, short-term rentals are just not defined at all, is therefore prohibited. If nothing else, I think defining what short-term is with a certain number of days, time period, that's a great start.
Motion to recommend 21 and 22.
Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
One question I was asked many times was, why can't I, as a parent or grandparent, have the benefits of access to a drive-through restaurant in Westford? I know it's been controversial, but I think this is a special time at this juncture with COVID. And I think curbside pickup has demonstrated that we don't have any significant littering.
Let me just be very clear, without limits to any of these areas, my vote is to not recommend.
Mothers of young children or parents in general of really young children, drive-throughs are a godsend. And also for people with physical disabilities, with mobility issues, drive-throughs are allow for increased accessibility. So I would support this.
It'd be nice to have it on Route 110. I would support it if it was limited to that corridor where the traffic is designed to be handled. I've got qualms about putting drive-throughs in some of these areas that are really neighborhoods.
COVID at some point will pass. I don't think that we should be changing or making new bylaws based on what is not a permanent situation.
I'll make a motion to not recommend Article 23.
Second. Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
No.
Aye. A request from Patty to approve the presidential election warrant.
So moved.
Is there-
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. We have a request to appoint election officers.
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Ryan is actually proposing to work with WCAT and do a virtual Remembrance for Veterans Day this year celebration, similar to what we did for Memorial Day in 2020.
Given the quality of that presentation, I think by all means, I should do something similar for November.
Is there a motion to approve the fiscal year 2021 Select Board Town Manager goals?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye. Consider approval of a new contract with the town manager. We have discussed with her and have extended her contract through 2024. We are truly appreciative for her leadership and her creativity and her care and compassion.
Motion to approve the contract extension.
Second. Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The league is asking for the electronic emergency signs and the amendment of the banner request in order to advertise both the special town meeting and the presidential election.
I'll make that motion.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Aye. Minutes for approval. Is there a motion to approve and release?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
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 We have a request from the town clerk to accept a grant for planning and conducting a safe and secure election. Contracts with New England Stormwater Management for catch basin cleaning and Eastern Salt for road salt. Purchase orders, George Wilkinson for services related to a boiler replacement at the police station, United Rentals for water intrusion response, rental equipment, and Dennis K. Burke for gas and diesel fuel.
Motion to approve.
Is
Second.
there-
Aye.
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 Yes.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor? Good night, everybody. Good night, Westford.